special edition of Hood UK. We're back up the magnificent county of Sutherland in the Highlands. We're on the River Helmsdale. It's the 11th of January, which only means one thing: it's the start of the salmon fishing season in Scotland. I'm here joined with my colleagues Ron Sutherland, Andy Toft and Terry Mallon, and we're going to be hunting for that first spring salmon in Scotland. I hope you enjoy the show. Without a doubt, one of the largest events in the Scottish angling calendar is the opening of the River Helmsdale in Sutherland. Every year, anglers from far and near descend on the village of Helmsdale on Scotland's northeast coast to celebrate the opening of this magnificent river. Uniquely, the first week of the season is completely free for all salmon fishers fishing the fly to come and try their hand to catch that first fresh salmon in Scotland. And given how much of a beautiful river this is certainly not a week to be missed.
Well, last night I was speaking to a man from the village, and 38 years ago his mother sat down Christmas Day to hot, fresh salmon. There were no deep freezes then. Now, whether that salmon was caught on one of Ronald's flies or Megan Boyd's, we won't know. But it could have been the hemp rope fly, possibly. But time moves on. Times have changed, as they do. I'd like to introduce the lady who's going to open the river. You probably all know her. It's Ruth Duncan from Crackhead. And I think, thank you. One other thought occurred to me coming down the strap. When you go to those pools, which we know well, they have been the scenes of tremendous emotion in that time. Of disappointment, something gets off, excitement if the fish rises, of supreme excitement and joy. You'll haul one in. It's just the thought that where you're going has been a theatre, enormous human emotion over the years. And I'm sure all that history and tradition will sink in it. Enjoy yourselves very much. Route now down to the river. Thank you.
Here's to a very successful 2014, especially for the ladies.
Traditionally each year, the river is opened by a local angler or celebrity who will bless the river and give the river the quaich of whisky, which officially marks the start of the season. So anglers are now free to race up the Strath of Kildonan to try and get that coveted prize. Fishing this early on rivers such as the Helmsdale, you really are hunting for that odd springer. There isn't a lot of fresh fish in the system this early, but they are there. We've already heard of one fish today, about £8, caught down on beat 3. So hopefully that is the case, and we'll go down and speak to Andy Sutherland, who caught the fish later today. The secret is at this time of year is keep on the move and hunt for your fish, fish in the likely lies. And if you're lucky, you know, you could get that first springer in Scotland, which is a great prize. The one thing about the Helmsdale is that the fishing on the Helmsdale for the first week of the season is free, which is quite unique, especially with rivers up in the far north. And we caught up earlier with Sir Michael Wigan, who's the director of the River Helmsdale Board and owns Borrable Estate. Just have a few words with them about why they do this particular week's free fishing at the start of the season. Okay, Michael, so here we are for the opening of the salmon season in Scotland 2014. It's quite a unique event you have here with the free fishing for the first week. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I got the idea from the Miramichi in Canada. I went there one time, there was a salmon festival and the inflatable salmon on the lampposts, and everyone was celebrating the fish. So about the same time, other river, I think the idea had occurred to more people than me, so we kicked off here. I can't remember which year, but more than 10 years ago, and it's a way of crawling out of the long dark winter into the longer days, and the fish are going to come in, or they're already in. And it needed some attention paid to that remarkable migration.
Absolutely, and it's a good thing, I suppose, to have that first salmon of the season.
Well,
it's a good flag to wave. And Ruth, you've had the honour of opening the river this season.
Yes.
How long have you fished the Helmsdale for?
I've been fishing the Helmsdale since a young girl, but not very successfully, and caught my very first Helmsdale fish probably about 12 years ago.
Any opening day springers?
No, unfortunately.
Well,
that would be nice.
Today's going to be the day. We've got great conditions for it, and thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. So Callum, you're the fishing manager here at House of Brewer. The fishing department's been open for how long now?
Opened at the end of January this season, so about 11 months now.
Okay.
I think it's been in the pipeline for a number of years that the Birbeck family are passionate salmon anglers and have been so for a number of years. But opened end of January, we're now mid-December, and it's been a good first year.
It's kind of long overdue, you know, considering you've got the A9 on your doorstep and the exodus of anglers every weekend going up to Sutherland and the Headbreeze and wherever. It's an ideal stopping spot to stop for a coffee and spend some money, I suppose.
Absolutely, Greg. We've heard that so many times. The people that come in the shop and the delight they have that there is a fishing department here now, and as you say, the atmosphere in here on a Sunday in season is superb. On changeover day with people going north and the fishing parties coming south after the weekend, it's just a good buzz about the place.
So tell us a bit about the brands that you offer here and what the stock is.
Yep, we stock brands such as Shakespeare and Grey's, which are a great introductory brand. We have lots of people who might only fish 1 week a year, so they don't want to have to spend a fortune on their tackle. So Grey's and Shakespeare, fly fishing and spinning. And then we do other more prestigious brands such as Sims, Guideline, Sage, Orvis, Hardy Brothers, which are still handmade in Alnwick, and Vision as well. So yeah, a good mix.
And not only fishing tackle, you've got some lovely antique reels, and you've got printed books as well. So
aye,
and not to mention the fly selection. You've got a cracking selection of flies there. Where do the flies come from?
we work with Fulling Mill and Caledonia Fly Company. Caledonia are just based in Crieff over the hill, and are well known throughout the country for the quality of their salmon flies. And Mad Keen Anglers and Fulling Mill, their trout range are superb as well. So 2 established brands. We sell a lot of flies. We do. So
yeah, they are lovely flies.
Yeah, and they're presented in a way that people can see them as well, which I think is important.
You've got some of Ron's flies as well from Helmsdale.
Yeah, an iconic character up north, and you couldn't have a fishing shop without his flies.
Yeah.
And some more modern, exciting patterns which are really popular.
The old Super Snelder.
The Super Snelder, a favourite of yours.
Yes, very much so, very much so. And so you've got the books, but you've also got some fantastic pieces of art. I've got a few actually.
Okay, it's about,
Changing the
yeah, we like to make it a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, it's a place for all sorts of fishing retail shops. And what we like to do at Brewer is retail theatre, if you like. It's a shopping experience, and part of the art that you'll see here today is important in that as well.
Yeah, it's a great shopping experience. If you want to come here, you've got a cracking food hall, you've got a cracking restaurant as well as that. You've got if you want to go and buy your tweeds, you know, you're fully kitted out for it.
Yeah, it's hard to go up the A9 and not stop.
No, it's a great place. At this time of year, with it coming up for Christmas, you've got the lights on the trees outside. It's pretty inviting, eh?
It's nice. It's a bonny sight, and always very popular.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great place to come. Lastly, you know, we've got this baby here. Tell us a little bit about this.
It's lovely, isn't it? This is the Savills Malloch Trophy that you're seeing. This is presented to the angler who catches the largest fly-caught salmon and returns it in Scotland each year. So this should be decided today, actually. It's been a good year for big fish in Scotland. Last year it was a fish in excess of £40 from Beamiside on the Tweed. Jim Reeves, aye. And it might just get pipped this year. Who would have thought that?
Absolutely. But definitely it's a World Cup of the salmon fishing world.
Aye.
And, you never know. You might get your name on there one day.
Oh, well, you live in hope.
You live in hope. Thanks very much for having us.
No, pleasure.
Know, it's absolutely a great place you've got here, and let's hope it does very well for the future.
Grand.
Great stuff.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
So with the river now officially open, we've come upstream for our first cast, and here's Andy Toft into his first fish of the season, which is a kelp, but giving him a good scrap all the same, and always nice to get that first pull.
Okay, just a wee bit here. See there, just another rod and a half length.
And Andy's fishing an intermediate tip with a 1-inch tube fly. You don't need to go too deep up here. The water, even the deepest of pools, aren't actually that deep, so it's fairly easy water to cover. And obviously, it goes without saying, any kelts, baggots, or roners, or fish that are going back, and obviously springers as well. Make sure your hands are wet, treat them with care, and get them back into the water. Revive them as quickly as possible. So Andy, what's your thoughts on the Helmsdale so far?
Well, it's my first time here, but it's absolutely fantastic. A beautiful place, and we couldn't hope for a better day in January. It must be maybe 5 or 6, 7 degrees today.
It's lovely.
Beautiful sunshine.
Crisp.
Yeah, you couldn't want for a better place.
Snow-topped mountains in the background.
Yeah.
And desolate in a kind of beautiful way. It's an amazing place.
Fantastic.
There's a lot of people write books about coming to fish places like this. You know, it's just to get the opportunity to fish up here is amazing.
Right,
whether you catch something or not. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's a stunning view behind, isn't it? Just the snow-capped mountains.
Definitely. So you've had you got your first fish of the season now, kelp.
Yeah, just a kelp, but
What were you fishing with there?
just a small 1-inch tube and an intermediate tip.
That's it.
But it should just take a bend in the rod.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you
Managed
want.
to get it in fairly quickly and returned. So.
Yep. That's all you want at this time of year.
But I'm hoping for another pool just down at the bottom of this pool here.
Definitely. I'm sure there'll be a few kicking about up here. Springer's a bonus, but
Yeah.
there's also.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
That's it. Without a doubt, this has to be one of the most stunning pools on the river, certainly one of my favourites. Absolutely stunning water where you just know every cast you're really in with that chance of getting a pull. It really is absolutely stunning water. So we'll fish down here and hopefully we'll get that tug. And as expected, there he is. That's again, it's another kelp, which is what you expect at this time of year. So it's just important to play the fishing quickly, and obviously make sure your hands are wet again, and we'll release the fish as safely as possible, and hopefully they'll come back another day to do more of the same business. And just looking around me here, as you'll probably agree, the scenery is just absolutely stunning, you know, and the wildlife as well, as you could see up on the hill there. Just a great place to come and fish. You know, it's even if you don't catch anything, it's just a great place to come to. That's him. Right. The tug is a drug. Last year, I think we need to have a sweep. So Andy, you're the man of the day.
I know. I just can't believe Malloch. I know. You could write a book about it, for goodness sake. Yeah.
First salmon on the first cast of the
first cast, day. Literally the first cast. I couldn't believe it. As I say, I went up to the pool and there was a few boys standing in the car park, and I just drove on beside them. I said, "Right, boys, come on, get onto the pool." And there's a boy backing up the pool in front of me, and I said, "Are you going up?" And he says, "Well, I'm just going to back it up." I said, "Well, I'll go down the front, yeah." And there's a wee kind of lie at the boilers ice. I've got a fish there before, and it's just literally the first cast, bang. And obviously I thought it was a kilt, hauling him across. And that was him. 8 pound sea licer, so.
That's good, and this is not your first opening day fish?
No, that's my third one, and actually opening day, and it's my first one off the Helmsdale. So I've been quite lucky, so.
Aye, well, no, that's good.
Long may it last.
Absolutely, it's been your first day. I think we've had 2, possibly 3 off the river, and obviously there's been a lot of kilts caught as well, so a bit of good fun. So
it's good.
Excellent.
It's good for a wee Highland river, and we get 2 off an opening day, so it's a
good
spurt in everybody.
Good atmosphere as well.
Oh God, yeah.
That's fine. Well, good. I'm sure you'll enjoy eating it. It's a cracking fish, and you know, we'll take it from there. But good.
Yeah, I'm
well done.
Thanks very much.
No problem at
No
all.
doubt we'll see you in the bar later on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm sure we will.
Well folks, that brings us to the end of another edition of Hooked UK. The opening day in the Helmsdale 2014 has been one to remember. We've had 2 fresh fish off, which has not happened in quite a few years. There's been a lot of sport had with kilts and the usual sort of baggots and runners, which is always good for opening day, just to get that first bend in the rod. We're going to be back up to Sutherland in the coming weeks. Behind me you've got Loch Naver and you've got Altnahara in the distance, and that will maybe give you a clue of where we're fishing next time when we're up here. So I hope you tune in and enjoy the next one. Thank you very much for watching.